Without a second thought, you turn a faucet and water comes out for drinking, cooking, cleaning, or even watering the lawn. Yet without the Frying Pan Arkansas project and its many benefits to municipal and domestic systems up and down the Arkansas Valley, it would be a struggle to provide this vital service. The project provides supplemental water needed in dry times and storage for when water is plentiful, and so that timing of water deliveries can be balanced. Seth Clayton, Executive Director of Pueblo Water, explained that the physical infrastructure of the Fry Ark project has fostered regional cooperation among the varied water users in the Arkansas Valley.
Storage is a huge benefit. But the great thing about the Fry Ark project to me is it provides a venue for regional cooperation. And in water, I don't think there's any more one important thing than collaboration and cooperation. The Fry Ark provides that storage and that infrastructure that otherwise would be cost prohibitive for any one participant to pay. And so in my mind, I believe it has immeasurable benefits for municipalities.
As the Fry Ark project and the Southeastern District were taking shape, there was the realization that the Arkansas Valley would need a larger, better water supply. It was gained by combining forces to reach a common goal. The population served by the project has tripled since its inception, and today more than 950,000 people rely on this liquid lifeline. Abby Ortega, Colorado Springs Utilities General Manager for Resources, said the project not only secured additional water for the El Paso County communities, but provides opportunities to integrate storage in Twin Lakes and Turquoise Reservoir.
So as the Frying Pan Arkansas project was forming, there was a recognized need for additional water supply for the growing communities in El Paso County. We agreed to be part of the Frying Pan Arkansas project and able to be a beneficiary of that project through the construction of the Fountain Valley Conduit, which brings water to El Paso County with a connection from Pueblo Reservoir. And while that project is essential for delivering the water to the growing communities up here, one of the biggest project benefits is the storage that we receive in both Pueblo Reservoir and in Turquoise Reservoir. From a Colorado Springs perspective, that's really essential to providing the drought resiliency that we need for our community and really giving us all that secure water supply in years to come.
Colorado Springs and its partners in the Fountain Valley Authority are still building on the groundwork provided by the Fry Ark project. The Southern Delivery System was completed in 2016 and uses Fry Ark facilities for storage and transport of water.
We've made strong investments in the Fountain Valley Conduit and in the Fountain Valley Authority water treatment plant. We continue to upgrade that to the latest technology, and we'll see that being able to supply our community well into the future. Of course, with Bailey Water Treatment Plant off of the end of the Southern Delivery System conduit, that was built in 2016 and is well prepared to meet those demands of our growing community with the latest technology that we were able to install in that plant upon construction. The plant currently was built for phase one to serve 50 million gallons a day. We're looking at leveraging that infrastructure to be able to supply regional entities in El Paso County that are sitting on some unsustainable water supplies, and so we want to make sure that we keep the community vibrant and able for everybody to have a secure water supply, much like Southeast is doing with the Arkansas Valley Conduit in the lower Arkansas.
Pueblo Water and the Fountain Valley Authority are the largest water users in the Southeastern District, but many special municipalities, water districts, and water companies also rely on the project. In the upper Arkansas River Basin, some communities such as Canyon City rely on direct flows from the Arkansas River. In other cases, the Fry Ark has become important as a source of augmentation water that allows wells to be pumped under increasingly tight standards, brought on by litigation over the Arkansas River Compact with Kansas. Brian Berger runs the Poncha Springs water system.
So yeah, we're a groundwater system served by groundwater wells. We've got water storage tanks both on the south side of town as well as the north side of town. As far as number of miles of pipe, I would say just a few miles of pipe. We serve a population of about 1,500 at this time. We definitely use project water, Fry Ark water. It's extremely important, and the groundwater wells have to be augmented. We have water rights associated with the South Arkansas River, which has some storage associated with it, but having the ability to have that supplement water really makes our system feasible to supply that water for the 1,500 people.
The Upper Arkansas Water Conservancy District formed in 1977 to protect water rights in the Upper Arkansas Basin as a groundswell reaction to emerging state rules on well augmentation. Today, the district has a blanket augmentation program that covers many small domestic users in Fremont, Chaffee, and Custer counties. There is a lot of overlap between the upper and southeastern districts, and project water can be used only in those areas that are in both districts. As General Manager Terry Skanga explains, the blanket augmentation program allows even small water users to take advantage of augmentation programs that would otherwise be cost prohibitive.
Frying pan water, Twin Lakes water shares, those two water rights or water sources are probably the underpinning of our blanket augmentation plan. One is because it's a trans-basin source, so it relies on moisture on the western slope, which we know is more abundant than there is in the Arkansas Basin. But since the inception of our plan, or our blanket plans, we've added, and we did from the beginning, we had native water in there, but we've added more and more native water, so the portfolio becomes more diversified. But still, the trans-basin water and the frying pan being there was the catalyst. Not just the water, but also the storage buckets. Having a bucket at the top end of the basin and one down at the lower end in Pueblo, it's a huge, it's what makes the augmentation plans of today actually work.
Storage is key, and every drop counts.
Storage is the biggest part of the equation. We're starting to see that with pond administration now. So recently, as you know, the Division Engineer's Office, Division 2, has identified a lot of water catchments, ponds, and little reservoirs that individuals have created over the years that are taking water, evaporating water out of priority. So they start to administer those, bring them under administration, which means they have to augment those if they're going to keep them.
The lower Arkansas Valley has relied on Fry Ark water for its extensive irrigated agriculture and to augment shallow wells used for municipal and domestic purposes. But in the coming years, more direct use of project water will become a reality. At last, 60 years after the Fry Ark project was signed into law, the Arkansas Valley Conduit is finally being built. The AVC will serve 39 water systems, many of which face insurmountable water quality issues as well as supply challenges. Rick Jones, manager of the May Valley Water Association, expressed his thoughts on the construction of the AVC.
I'm Rick Jones with May Valley Water Association, and just a few months before the bill was signed by President Kennedy, May Valley, some residents gathered in the park in Wiley and come up with an idea how they could start a water association. And they brought their money and their commitments to that meeting, and that's how the association was born. And we've been a member of the Conduit for quite some time, maybe from the very start. And we just appreciate everybody's hard work in doing it and the things they do. It's been a long road, but it's sure nice to see the funding, and we appreciate the funding to move this forward.
With the realization of additional municipal water after unforeseen benefits, such as the Southern Delivery System, and beyond the completion of the Arkansas Valley Conduit, there is still work to be done. The district is working to ensure that the Fry Ark project retains its capacity to serve an expanding population, and that all parts of the project are maintained for top performance. The project has been about vision and hard work that will need to continue. Alan Hamill, who served at Pueblo Water for 52 years and who has been on the Southeastern Board for 35 years, wants the vision to continue.
Well, in the future, I think we need to continue the great work we're doing today. We need to get the conduit done. We need to make some, because we're to where we need to make replacements and improvements to our facilities. I think that'll be a focus. I think the other change is climate change. I mean, what we're seeing today will be a real challenge for us in the future. If we get a more varying supply, maybe even a little bit of a shrinking supply, how are we going to work together to better manage it. Storage will be an important part of that, and working together will even be a more important part. The people that were for us that thought of the Frying Pan Arkansas project were visionaries. We need to be visionaries for the future. And how can we even get more use out of this valuable Trans Mountain resource for supplemental use?